right. So, hey girl, how you doing?
I am great. How are you?
Good. I just want to say thank you for coming today, y'all. This is Tay, and Tay. The first thing I like to let people do is introduce their businesses. If you have any you would like to shout out, this is the platform I give people to shout out their businesses. So,
Oh, okay. Well, I think that's awesome. And I am the owner of Dips2Wings Catering, which is our DBA for Queen City Eats and Drinks LLC. I specialize in a lot of unique, contemporary, and modern dishes. I do like to do a lot of different dishes from all over the world, but my demographic is basically focused on Southern gourmet.
nice.
Um, so that's what I do a lot of. The shrimp devil eggs and stuff. I was making those well before everybody else was. Just to say that, I kind of, especially in the Charlotte, North Carolina area, and I do a lot of also just community service, free foods and stuff like that on Sundays to the homeless or people in need, family packages. But that business is it's great. I love it. It's going on 6 years, and if anybody ever needs catering or needs services in that genre, then always look up Dips2Wings Catering because we deliver every time, and our
What?
food speaks for itself.
Yes. Hey. I love it. I'm definitely gonna need some catering one day. It's catering. Well, definitely. She said dips to wings, right?
That's correct.
Okay, catering. So y'all look at it, Charlotte, North Carolina.
It's unique. It's on all platforms. So just put in the number two and wings. You'll
Awesome.
find me.
I love that. So, thank you for that. Again, y'all make sure y'all check her out. So today's topic was basically talking about how do you handle rejection. I figured that would be a good topic to talk about because a lot of people don't talk about that. Um, I recently had to go through that within the last couple of months, dealing with rejection. And it's always nice to hear somebody else's perspective on how they handle rejection because you never know who that might help out.
Absolutely,
You
I
know what I'm
agree.
saying? So, in your situation or in your life, rejection, have you ever had to deal with that?
Honestly, I've dealt with rejection like to a core where it affected me
Mm,
just a couple of years ago. And that was the very first time, honestly, that I really took rejection as a big deal.
mm.
And I didn't react the way that I thought I was. Okay.
Okay, that's a good thing, right?
It's not.
Oh, it's not.
It was a catastrophe. Literally.
Okay.
It was really a catastrophe. Me being a person that am not so much used to rejection. I am used to the yeses. I'm used to getting my way. I'm used to all of that. And
Right.
so to be rejected, it was a shocker. It was something I never experienced, and I didn't take it in a very good manner, I'll
Mm.
say. So it turned out to be a extreme catastrophe. Um, and I don't take that lightly.
Right.
I could have really put my career, my business, everything I worked hard for, I could have put it on the line.
Oh, that type of catastrophe.
It was a catastrophe.
Oh, ooh. Okay, okay, okay. I've been there. I've been there. You said that was how long ago?
It's about 2 years ago.
Okay. What did you learn from that?
I learned for number one is we as people and we as an individual, we have to understand that a lot of times we put ourselves in situations that we already knew there were red flags or there was something there that said don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then to not act on what you felt and to do the opposite.
Oh,
I learned that sometimes you have to just not go with the opposite. Go with your instinct because it was already there.
mm-hmm.
And I honestly could have avoided this situation. So the fault mostly was in me because I could have avoided the situation. I like wholeheartedly.
Okay.
And I didn't. So to get that rejection on top of doing something that you already you weren't supposed to do, it was a catastrophe.
I'm
Y'all,
laughing because
word of
I've
the
been
day.
there. I literally just been there. And this year was the year that, and I have. rejection is not like something I'm not used to, right? But because I've been rejected by family members and friends, but this rejection was different because I really thought that I was doing something. I knew I wasn't supposed to do it, but I really thought that I was doing something. And then when I got rejected for it, I reacted like I was hurt. Like I was like, I don't understand this. Why do I feel this way? I don't like feeling this way. And what I wanted to do was pass out on the person that rejected me. But I will say, in this whole process of me growing, I just let it go.
You did a fabulous job because I spazzed out. Because catastrophe. Y'all, that is the word hashtag for this conversation. Okay? If you don't
Catastrophe.
deal with rejection well, it can lead to catastrophe. Okay? That's what happened. Okay.
You said you cursed them out.
I spazzed out really, really bad. It was to the
Word.
point where I destroyed property. Um, I tried to steal the dog. It was supposed to be our
Not the
dog.
dog.
Yeah, I tried to steal the dog.
Oh, the dog.
I tore up shit. And it got to the point where when I went back a couple days later, still in that rage,
Yeah.
he had cameras all around his house.
This person care too.
Catastrophe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could have went to jail. It was so many things that could have happened. But my emotions and my adrenaline was like so I honestly for me, I've never had to deal with rejection. So that was a big blow. And it was just like, me? You do that to me? Well, and but again, I already knew
Yeah,
I
you
had
already
no
know.
business.
Yeah.
But you did that to me. Okay, I'm gonna show my ass. And that's what I did.
Now how did you get rejected? If you don't gotta go into like details, but how did it occur to where you felt the rejection?
It was me putting my all in eggs in one basket type of situation.
Been there.
And then I put said eggs in this basket.
Ooh, Lord have
And
mercy.
they all broke. Like they all got
Broke.
stepped on. And it was like
Burn basket.
you don't
Fell
have
apart.
you know, and you really put your all in this person, and this person made you think that they were putting their all into
And for
you,
you, yeah.
and it wasn't that. And I will say this just for T. He got married on my birthday.
Oh no. Mm-mm.
On my birthday.
Mm-mm.
So it's like this is my birthday. You know that meant something. Of course, it's my birthday. You've been around for my birthday. How do you pick a
On my birthday?
specific date to get
On my birthday
married?
though.
So I was like,
So I understand that. Yeah, I probably yeah.
that was after the fact, though. That wasn't during the
But it
catastrophe.
was after.
Yeah, because we were single. He was single. It wasn't out. I do my homework and I do my research. Okay, that's one thing I do. That's why I'm still single because all the research and the homework I'm getting right now is ass. F, straight F.
Straight L's.
Okay, so yeah, like it was before he did this after the fact. That catastrophe was before, which made it even
Damn.
worse.
Made it even worse. Cause now you now feel like you trying to be funny, motherfucker.
Exactly.
Damn. Okay.
You
Yeah.
never forget me, and why would you want to do that to a
On my
person that
birthday.
your union? Ugh, and it was tacky and it was raggedy, but anyway.
That's neither here nor there.
Oh God, the tackiness.
Woo, bless it.
It was horrible. Okay. But yeah, I mean that was really big, and I honestly have another like rejection that is a big rejection, and it's kind of deep. The rejection that I got from God when I said, "Okay, don't let my baby pass. Don't let her die. Don't let her die." And I'm gonna be transparent right now.
Okay.
And she was moving. She was thriving. When they put her in the ambulance, I'm like, "Okay, God, yes, you listen. You are my first." And then she passed away. So it was like, you rejected that prayer that out of all the prayers you could give me, you rejected the main one that I wanted the most. So I deal with that rejection every day. Do it make me test my faith? Absolutely.
Yeah. Of course.
But it's like that's a lingering rejection that I'll never get rid of because you let me see hope and then you took it away. So that's a rejection
that's deep.
that's what I'm saying. Like
Deep. That's kind of deep right there.
That's huge to me.
So that's deep. Cause like, but see, I don't know. Cause then Christian, I ain't gonna say Christian. Well, Christian folks would say, would you consider that a rejection? I'm not a Christian, so I can't.
I'm not a Christian.
Yeah, I can't. But I've been around them, and I feel like they might have said, "Is that considered a rejection, or what?" And you do see that as a rejection from God.
Absolutely, I do. Absolutely, I do. Again, now I have my faith, and it teeter totters. I struggle, but do I know where my faith is as far as my faith and spirituality? Like, yes, spirituality, yes. But as far as that part of it, it was like I see how people can reject God.
Yeah,
I see how they
waver.
can
Yeah,
do certain things because I didn't ask you for nothing else. Give me that, and it didn't work out all as well. But did I stop believing in the higher beings and putting my faith in certain beings and things that
no,
it didn't stop that because I know something is keeping me moving.
Right.
But that one is my big one, and I thought hard and long about whether I was going to talk about that because I know you have a large platform. But at the end of the day, it may be somebody else that feels.
I'm pretty sure there is.
And I do. Like that's our biggest rejections is when we pray and ask for something and it don't fall through the way.
Now, when it comes down to that, I can understand about the rejection part when it comes to God praying for something. Because when I was married, I prayed for Him to save my marriage, and it didn't work. Like I was reading and fasting and sacrificing, and it just didn't work. No matter what I did, my ex husband still decided to go do what he did, and eventually I was just like, I can't do it no more.
Yeah.
I have to get a divorce. I don't want this anymore. I don't want to be a part of this. So I get that. I was rejected from the church family. Like I've dealt. That's one of the hardest ones I've had to deal with. Is being rejected from the church family. I thought that was my family. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we got your back. We love you and your kids. Then all hell broke loose, and then it was nowhere to be found. Lost my crib the day before Christmas. I had to stay in the hotel. Like it was a lot. I went through a lot. I'm going to tell you, I would never go back to a church building anymore. And it's not that I don't believe in God, because I believe in God. I just have this thing with churches now. And it might be just the religion part of it, because I'm very spiritual. But the religion part of it is, why do I have to go to this church building? Why am I finna join another church family so I can feel rejected again when some shit go down? And it might be the wrong way to think. And so I still go through that as a healing thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But to see me joining another church family, it probably won't happen no time soon.
A lot of people feel like that though. We have that whole that's just as big as politics. When you talk about the church, that's or like I try to stay
Clear
far
from
away
that.
from that. However, and in certain communities I stay away.
Yep.
I mean, even though I'm part of that community as well, but some things I try to keep under wraps. I with that I understand. I agree. That is something that I've seen people talk about vastly over so many different platforms about the church but it's really the people.
It's really the people. It's not the church building per se. It's the people in the church.
Yeah.
And a lot of people will say, well, you don't go to church for the people. The true. But if I don't feel safe, how can I even attend this?
Right. Why am I going?
Why am I going? But that's neither here nor there. That was just one of my rejections I've had. That was like the biggest one that I had to work with healing on. Um, and I'm still going through it.
Yeah.
I'm still going through it. It's little. It's not as big as it used to be, but I am still going through it. Like my healing, I talk about it more to help me get through it. I pray. My relationship with God is real.
Right.
Nobody can ever take that away, regardless of who does what. So, but we ain't gonna talk about that no more.
I don't really talk about the hey, you got that's one lane
I swerve a little
and
bit,
I
but I swerve right
back on after.
Yep.
It's a lot with that. I just say long as everybody have their own personal relationship
That's
with
it.
whatever said being that they want to be in a relationship with, that's hey, that's all love for me. Okay. As yeah. That's it for me.
Cause that one can get real heated real quick.
Oh, okay. They will shun you.
Real
Yeah,
quick.
and yeah, we don't want to do that. Like that's
Don't want to get shunned, okay?
yeah.
But no, so now, so that was 2 years ago. So now, in the mindset that you are now, how would you handle rejection?
Well, for me, I handle rejection now because I've had like little minor like no's, like let's say for jobs and stuff
Yeah.
like that that I really know I'm qualified for and I know I can get, and they say they pick somebody else. That's still a form of rejection. And I
For
look at
sure.
it now as any type of rejection like that wasn't meant for me. Just like me, it took me an hour almost to get here when it should have only took like
20
25
minutes, yeah,
minutes
about
or
20,
so.
30 minutes.
But it might have been something foreseen that wasn't for me. Like so I look at rejection now as not now. So it's not really a rejection, it's a not now.
So delayed, not denied, but delayed.
Yeah, just a not
Basically.
now. Like it's just a not
Yeah,
now
I
type of
like
thing.
that. I can see that.
And you can wallow through it because some people do. You have to take your moment and feel that hurt or that rejection, but you can't soak in it and you can't wallow in it because it's still other things that you have to do. And that one rejection is gonna be, the less of all the yeses that you're gonna get. So that's
I
how I
like how
look
you
at it.
put that. I didn't look at it like that when I got when I went through my little situation with old boy this year. Um, I talk about it, but not too much. But long story short, I met this dude. I was like, oh, he cute. Off of looks, based off of looks, and then I wanted to be extra and, send him affirmations and black man, you're this and you're a good father and blah blah this and blah blah that, and he was feeding me bullshit, and I was just taking it in, and then I was like, well, you'll never make time for me. We don't never talk on the phone. We don't ever go out. We don't do nothing. You don't barely even answer my text messages. So what is this? In his mind, he said, I never said I didn't want you. In my mind, it was already, you don't want me because you're not doing what a man would do when they want you. So I've already put it in my mind that you don't want me. So eventually I had to just ghost him. Like I deleted his number and everything. Now that may not have been a rejection, but to me it did feel like some type of rejection because I was pulling all my tricks out the bag. I'm sending you money for lunch. I only did twice, like a fool. I'm, trying to get a date with you, trying to do this and that and the third, and you're not coming with it. You're not giving me the same energy I'm giving you back. So to me, that was a rejection. 2 months, about a 2 month and a half, I had to deal with it. I like how you put it though, when you said that you can't look at it as basically being denied, maybe like delayed. I started looking at like maybe he was not for me.
Absolutely. It could be that's not it, or and sometimes what we have to understand too as women, especially when we're independent, what we have to understand is like, shoot your shots and you let people know how you feel, but at the end of the day, as independent women too, like I said, sometimes and I'm very honest about you.
Please be honest. I love
One
honesty.
thing that for me, from my experience, what I have learned is, okay, yes, it's not about a man just doing everything for you or just wooing you. It's okay to, send affirmations. It's okay to say that good morning or grand rising or risings or whatever it is you may say to that
Right,
person.
right.
It's just, for me, what I've learned, the reciprocation, honestly, is gonna come almost instantly. If there's a connection, there's a connection. If there's not, there's not. And it don't matter how much you send affirmations to a person, don't matter how much you say hello to them, check in, did you eat? if they're not into you, they're just
They're
not
not
into you.
into you. Yep.
And sometimes we also can come a little too hard, because if you come a little too hard to certain men, that is a form of like how they get intimidated.
Yeah.
Because they're not used to that.
To that, yep.
So
Yep. Yeah, I agree with
it's
that.
nothing wrong with being genuine. It's nothing wrong with wanting to spread your love and positivity to people. But with guys, what I've learned nowadays, it's kind of like they it's an instant type of thing. If they don't really have that for you,
They don't have it, and ain't nothing you can do about it.
and and that's okay, because it's so many other men out here that
4.2 million, 4.2.
It's a lot.
Yep.
Yep. And I was just told, even from my siblings and like friends, like, you don't go outside. You always in the house, so it's hard. How you gonna meet somebody, or how you gonna do this and third if you always in the house?
True.
And to me, I feel them on that.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. And that's something that I'm working on. However, am I just vastly looking for a person?
Mm-mm.
No, because right now nobody has morals. Nobody has values. Nobody has true meanings of the roles. Nothing against my community, but there has to be a true role, like for each men and women. Like
Right.
there, I don't see nobody doing it. Everybody's sassy.
Nobody got principles anymore.
Everybody want to go viral.
Everybody.
Like that's the main thing for me. If you're on social media and you on there all the time, you're not making no money off of it.
What is the point?
Why? Like,
why are you here
what is the purpose of you spending that much time
on social media?
Not making money. And then there's so many people trying to make money off of that. You just pouring out your whole life and everything into it.
Yep.
I don't want nobody on social media all the time. Why do I want you?
Like, can you get off the phone? Get off of social media. Like, do something else.
Yeah.
I've learned that too. When they started talking about being content creators, I know we're veering off topic, but whatever. They talk about being content creators. I was like, I really don't think that I would want to do that. Like, it's cool. I have my moments where I'll get on there and I'll put stuff up there, but I'd rather grab a book or go watch a good movie. Honestly, I couldn't see myself recording my every waking moment, every movement. And there's nothing against people that do that because they making money. If you're making money, do your thug dizzle. For me, I just didn't think I had the energy to do it.
But what I like about content creating is you don't have to show your whole life. You don't have to show nothing about your life. If you have a niche or something that you do that makes people watch you, like my cousin, shout out to Christian Johnson, comedy. He's Uncle Nathan. He's always in the window.
Oh, that's him.
That's my cousin.
Oh, cool. I like him.
You know
He's
what I'm saying?
funny.
Yeah, like blood cousin.
Funny.
And he that's his niche.
That's his niche.
You don't know nothing about his family. I mean, if you family, but like he sticks with the genre of what he's doing on social media. That. So it is way you can, like how we doing now. This is porch talk. This is this. Like it's so many avenues that you can do without exploring your whole life. Yeah. So I don't knock social media and like the content creating, but as far as like dating and things like that, I knock it because people are not who they are.
Now that is true. That is absolutely true because I've recently read about the people that were dating. They came back and started telling the truth about it. I was like, wait. So the whole time y'all was on social media faking the song? Pretty much. They was on social media faking the whole song.
Pretty much. And that's another part of rejection. So many people in the world are so scared of rejection that they are
put on the
willing
front
to just make up shit or suffer through abuse, trauma, you know what I'm saying? Like mental anguish. It's so much stuff that people suffer through just to not feel rejected. And that's okay to a certain extent because social media has made it that way.
It really has. They made it feel like you have to be.
You have to. You got to be. We got y'all. I got a yacht. Y'all like wow. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what it said yacht is and what I paid for it, but I got one.
But I got one on Lake Wiley.
I can take a cruise with me on the boat. People go to car dealerships and take pictures and
be fronting the money. It don't even be real money. It be like fake ass money they get off of Sheen or some shit. Like
people do that, and to me that's the biggest part of the rejection for our society. Nobody wants to be rejected. Everybody wants to be accepted. Everybody wants to be famous. Everybody wants to have these followers
that don't really give a fuck about them. Can we be honest? Can we be honest?
But that's the way of our world right now, unfortunately. I feel like the old ass auntie, like how it used to be with us. Y'all got them CD players and stuff, and I'm like, damn. Now these kids got streaming platforms, and you gotta have a pot to piss in,
right, or a window to throw it out,
and they viral every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, okay, it's about if you got it, you got it. And I like that it is providing, additional profit. But how much is that profit worth? You know, your life and what matters the most, and
I
so
like that. I've gotten to the point where I ain't got shit to prove to nobody.
absolutely.
I don't have shit to prove to anybody. So if somebody like they don't like fat people because fat people are starting to love themselves. I've gotten to the point, yeah, it could be some shit that I could probably work on being a big girl. But what I'm not gonna do is try to get y'all to accept me because why? Like, why? You're gonna reject me because I'm a big girl. Okay, hey, cool. Thanks to you, kudos. I'm loving me regardless. At the end of the day, I've had to learn how to be like, fuck it. I got shit to prove to none of y'all.
Absolutely.
None of y'all.
Absolutely. And I've been like that honestly my whole life. Like, I even with that, like I've never not, had a relationship with somebody that I wanted to.
Right.
I've always had that confidence even when I was a little kid. I've always been choked. That's who I was. But at the end of the day, I feel like, social media and people are starting to like try to make it, more acceptable. But at the end of the day, there are people out here who are bigger sizes that are fit as fuck that will beat the fuck out of y'all.
Shit.
That will, you know what I'm saying?
Hell
Like count of
yeah.
y'all. I know a couple girls like I lift weights, like, like it's I know some chicks that will bust you down. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit. Like, so it's, it's not it's not the perception of it. It's really the perception of it. We all could do better, like you said. I definitely am still working on it, but at the end of the day,
At the end of the day, you still gotta love you. Because you can do all that work, you can have all that surgery, you can do all that work, and then still don't love yourself and still be out here looking for other people to accept you. And then you did all that for what?
Yeah.
Them damn mosquitoes.
I'm from North Carolina too, so you're like, hey, I know how they work. But yeah, like, yeah, I mean, that's just the main thing with that. Like, I just feel like everybody just need to learn to truly like love themselves. And if you can't love yourself, or if you can't deal with being rejected, then maybe honestly you need to sit down and think and talk to yourself and figure out like what do you need to do as an individual to not feel like you're rejected. Because I mean,
it's gonna happen. Rejection gonna happen in life. It's gonna happen with family, friends, jobs, schools. It's just something that is going to happen in life. There's no way to avoid it. I wish that there was, but there's really no way to avoid rejection in some aspect of your life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and it's not a good feeling. But if you learn how to deal with the feeling, like you said, you've learned how to deal with it, and I'm personally learning how to deal with it. If you learn how to deal with it, it becomes better. Rejection becomes a little bit more softer for you. You can be like, oh, okay, that was a no. All right, there's a couple more yeses coming. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. Like that. Having a positive mentality about it. Um, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. That's definitely what it is. Rejection is gonna always be a part of everybody's life at some point in time. But you just gotta, for me, like I said, you just gotta look at it as a not yet.
Not
It's
yet.
just a not yet.
I like how you put that though. It's not even not yet. Maybe we can stop saying rejection and say it's just not yet.
Yeah, it's just not yet. It's not a rejection. And I mean, it is depending on what it is. It is what it is. But at the same time, it's not nothing that you should wallow in and be so upset about, because again, it's just a not yet. That no could have saved your life.
Valid point. Valid point.
That no could have made you not steer down a path that would have maybe, you know what I'm saying, been your demise.
Valid
Real
point.
shit. Like, you got to look at it like that. And that's what I do. And I also, when I get a no, I learn off of why I got that.
Why you got that no?
Especially if I have a reason. Now, sometimes you may not have one. Sometimes you may not get one.
Okay.
And that's okay. And that closure shit, I need y'all to stop there. Okay? Because when a person stop talking to you or when they done, what closure do you need? It's done. There should be nothing else for you to want to close about. The closure was when the shit ended. Yep. The closure was when the text messages stopped. The closure was when the phone calls no longer were answered. The closure was when they blocked you or whatever May said was done.
That's fact.
What more closure do you need?
That's a fact. That's a true fact.
Instead of looking for a closure, should be looking for a new start on what you need to do something else and be better and leave that alone.
Man, because when you try to get that closure, that means you are holding on to something that you don't need to hold on to anymore.
For what?
And that keeps you going in this freaking, it keeps you going down a rabbit hole. Like, how do you heal if you're still trying to get closure from something?
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. And, you know, I've always been told, oh, you're so nonchalant about stuff, especially in a relationship. Don't get mad. I mean, I do, but for fucking what? What am I mad about? Like, if you said something and we went through this, it is what it is.
Over with.
Deal with it.
I'm done.
I don't get too. I lost a whole child. And I lost a life that'll never come back to me. And even before I lost my child, I've always been one of those type of people that is like, it is what it is, and there's nothing, especially if there's nothing you can change about it. Yeah. What am I dwelling on?
What are you dwelling on?
What is the purpose of me dwelling on anything that I absolutely cannot change? Mm. Let it go. Move on from it. Let it be what it is. There's absolutely nothing you can do about that. I feel like December.
December what?
10. I'm a 7.
Oh, that's why. That's why we click. You're freaking sad. I cannot get rid of you, damn Sagittarius, to save my life, bro. Listen, no, but that makes sense. I'm a Virgo. We Earth sign. Well, you're fire. Yeah.
So I went over to catastrophe. Don't forget my word today. Catastrophe.
No, I actually like that though, because for me, whenever I go through a breakup, like I'm a feel it for a couple of days. I might feel it for a month. But after that, I'll be like, well, whatever. It is what it is. Fuck it. Like, move the fuck on. All right, we had a good time. We broke up. Nigga, I see you later. Fuck out of here. I can't dwell on it. Now, I did with my marriage. I ain't gonna front. I dwelled on that one. But after I was fed up with it, I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm over it. Sign these divorce papers. Let's move the fuck on, because I'm completely over it. I had to mentally check out. I'm done.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Good. But I don't like getting closure. I don't feel the need to get closure on things anymore, because all it does is it stops me from going through a healing.
Yeah.
Or trying to figure out what's the lesson in this. What was the lesson I needed to learn in this,
right,
so that I can know the next time not to do whatever the fuck, or whatever. So I like that.
Yeah.
That's pretty down.
Yeah, that's how I look at it. You know, that's just, I mean, that's me. I can honestly say majority of my exes were cool. Like, I could still call them and kick it with them or whatever. Like, I don't have no issue with it because it was always like some, oh, she's so cool. I don't like all that yelling and shit. Like, it's unnecessary.
I'm not gonna do all this yelling and shit.
I've done enough yelling. I got children, 4 of them. You know what I'm saying? Grown kids, and then an 8-year-old and a heavenly child. I don't know. I got to the point where it wasn't worth it. Whoever my future partner be, it's gonna be a pie.
Yeah.
I don't want to get in a relationship for bullshit. I don't want to get in a relationship to argue and shit.
A whole vibe. We connect, have a connection. I got your back, you got my back. We communicate.
Absolutely.
Not have to go through no arguing and fighting and shit. That shit get played out. I don't understand how people still do that shit.
I do, but I'm gonna be quiet on the platform because I can
stay out of that lane.
Yeah, I can get real deep about that. You know, like, I'm one of them people that I still believe in the roles. I do, and I feel like, honestly, like, my mother and them, like, they still married. Like, all my aunts and them, like, they're still married.
Been married for a long time.
It's working with the older people. They
something is working for them.
Work for them
because they still married.
And I seen it growing up, so it was just like, you know, and it's not no submissive shit that people always think it is. It's a team effort.
A team effort.
And if people really understand that part of it, it's a team effort. Then it makes more sense. And it did for me because they did what worked for them.
Yeah.
It was a team effort. It wasn't everybody in their business. There wasn't no fucking social media giving. The mom don't give a fuck about that shit. Like, who cares? You know what I'm saying? Like, we care about what really happens in here. They raised 6 wonderful children, and we all, went on to be something great. And I shout out my parents every day about that. Like,
that's beautiful.
Like it just is what it is. But we were taught to be very opinionated, but we were also taught like rules, structure. Can't get with that, can't get with it. So and I like how it instilled in me. I like discipline.
I didn't have the example of like healthy marriages, but in my mind, I believe that it's a team effort. I've always saw that we're a team. That don't mean you pull more than me and I pull more than you. We're a team. We do this together. We build together. You do as a man, I do as a woman, but we build this shit together. That's always been my mentality. And for some reason that just don't work for these people nowadays. But again, I'm going to stay clear from that lane right there because it done got real hectic out here in these streets. The dating game has got real bad. Real bad. Real bad.
I agree. I mean, I still feel like there's good guys out
They
there.
are. They are.
Girls out there.
They are.
I just feel like they like me. They don't come outside.
We don't.
You be in the house.
I be in the house. So how you gonna find a man if you in the house? I mean, this is my safe haven.
Or they work 12-hour, 14-hour shifts or
10 hours.
Whatever. You know what I'm saying? They do a lot. So, it is I get it. I just, I think it's hope still. Don't give up.
I ain't giving up.
Don't give up. Lord, no, don't give up. Okay?
I'm not giving up. I I don't know. My tolerance level has gotten. I don't know. So it's one of those things to where I know I should be going out, but I don't really care to go out and meet nobody right now because this is like my safe haven. I'm safe here.
Yeah.
And I feel comfortable in my space.
Yeah.
And I don't allow people in my space like that because I don't like the energy that people be bringing.
Yeah. I get it.
So
I get it.
hold on, y'all. So I don't know. I like our little conversation that we had.
Yeah, rejection. I mean, for me, I mean, like I said, I really contemplated whether I was gonna say certain stuff, but as I sat here, it just flowed a lot, and I just really want people to really understand that about life. Like, yeah, y'all see people on like social media, and y'all see them doing this and doing that, and but I promise y'all, more than half
it's
of
bullshit.
people, it really is. And a lot of these people though too, they're such good content creators. They catch you with certain stuff that you just continue to watch. And it don't necessarily be their life. So like I said, if you want to do something in social media, if you too want to be a content creator, focus on something that you know would be catchy, that people would watch a minute reel every day or a couple days, and you can build off of that. It doesn't have to be you showing that you have this fabulous life because, like I said, y'all, half of them they don't.
Be lying.
Even celebrities get cheated
They
the
be
fuck
lying.
on. Y'all, we ain't gonna talk about nobody specific, but they all get cheated on. They all get lied to. They all going through bullshit. They literally getting fucked. So it's like
that's a fact.
I want y'all to understand that rejection is not a bad thing. Rejection is sometimes a not yet. It's not a no. It's a not yet.
Not yet.
And that just give you room to build on what you need to do to get that yes. What do you need to do to now turn that no or that not yet into a yes? So rejection is healthy. It's a part of life. But don't ever feel like y'all rejected from this ragged ass fucking social media that they got out here in this world because you not rejected. If anything, you safe.
For real.
You good.
For real. That's a fact.
I just seen something in Charlotte not too long ago today. It put a uproar in the damn social media. And I just felt like, wow, it's amazing how social media can really break a person down.
Real bad.
And make it, what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, y'all.
If you take that shit to heart, then you will never be able to go through life because these people on social media are the worst. And half of them don't even have their life together.
Yeah.
I tell my kids this too, like, stop trying to be accepted by people who don't even accept themselves.
Hmm.
You have
And
to
they don't.
stop that. Because a lot of times we want people to accept us, but they don't even accept who they are as a person.
Absolutely.
So that right there has you fucked up in the head because you trying to be accepted by a motherfucker that don't even love themselves.
Hmm. Or go through hell every day, or trying to figure out where they gonna sleep, or get abused by their parents, or get abused by others. Like, it's so much, y'all. So that social media rejection that a lot of people say they feel, or it makes them feel some type of way, don't. It's not worth it. I promise you, it's not worth it. It's not. And if you want to be one of those people, put in the work and do it. And if not, and I mean this with the most sincerest love, shut the fuck up. Okay? You got three options. And now I'm gonna be quiet. I I appreciate it.
At the end of the day, learn how to love yourself. That way you can deal with the not yet a little better. So I just want to say again, thank you, Tay, for joining me.
Oh, thank you for having
This
me.
will not be your last time. I just want to let
Oh,
you know
I'm
that.
back to sit on the porch, yeah.
And I like this hat.
I know somebody made this for me.
Oh my god.
She has a brand called Chubby Girl Magic.
Oh,
And she made this hat for me.
that's cute.
She makes crochet scrunchies and socks. I'm trying to get her to make it raw. We're gonna see how that works out. She already got my damn measurements, y'all, by the way. So yeah, get no comments and tell me my shit. Okay. So yeah. So please go support Chubby Girl Magic. I do have a video on there too that I was, when I first got, I was so excited. But y'all, it feels so good. It's comfy. It feels cool. I'm not sweating up under here. And it's a fashion statement. I get so many compliments off of this.
Cute.
She has all the colors.
I done made her. She don't even know it, but she is a ambassador. She already the ambassador.
Okay. Yes.
So, but yes, I definitely appreciate you being here today, sitting on the porch on What You Said podcast, because that's what we do. We say some shit. Oh, look at the heart.
I saw that. It did the woo. I love that. That is awesome.
Y'all make sure y'all tune in, share it, comment, like, tell a friend. And again, don't forget Dips2Wings Catering. All right, y'all. Peace.